Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. And my guest tonight, Cuban Link and Juicy J. Back again. How you ladies doing?
Good. What's up? We're shaking bacon.
We finally got Cuban back on the show. It's been a minute. Time was all fucked up. But I'm glad you came back. And tonight I think that, Jazz, she's starting to become a regular.
Yeah.
I would like for her to be. I would like for her to be, but Friday nights.
I don't do nothing on Friday nights.
It's bullshit. Trying to get you to commit to this every Friday night. Spring, summer coming.
My nigga, summer nights with Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
We started that shit.
Yeah.
We not rolling around filming. We gonna be in one particular spot. You gonna commit to that every Friday night?
Pull up a contract.
I don't know about that.
Nigga said Article 4, subsection C.
Pull up a contract.
And we are burning my new candle that was sent to me from Sarah Bella. It's the Love Jones edition, very sexy.
Shout out to Sarah.
Yes. Men, I suggest you order you some joints from her. The candles are very, very great, especially if you are a cigar smoker, if you a bud smoker, cigarette
If
smoker.
you a man that like nice cologne,
Yeah.
smell good.
And the prices are decent. She is a very
Nice young lady.
yeah. So again, love to Sarah Bella, and let's get into this topic. So tonight's topic is
You already know it's gonna be some shit. You're laughing.
Yes.
tonight's topic is the Hoe Phase, and this topic is an interesting one because a lot of people, men and women, don't think that they ever had it.
Oh shit.
They
capping.
Super.
cap.
If you've been single for a little bit of time, it don't even gotta be a lot of bit of time. A little bit of time, and you was in a dating scene, then you had a little whole phase.
And just because it's the whole phase don't mean that you gotta be sleeping with multiple.
You could just be
dudes.
dating.
Yeah, like you.
And
listen.
I mean, in the conforms of what people say now, like dating, you go on a date with Billy on Monday to go to dinner, Tommy on Tuesday to go to lunch. Bitch, you in a whole phase. We only named 2 niggas.
Okay, and I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people don't even know what a Hoe Phase is. So my definition is when you are promiscuous in a short amount of time with multiple people. It could mean that, right? And this is me, my opinion, or like you said, dating multiple people in a short amount of time, or even at the same time. That's my definition.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Dating multiple people at the same
time is a whole
in a short
phase.
period of time or whatever the case may be. It's a whole phase. Like I said, you don't necessarily got to be sleeping with all of them.
Nope. You don't gotta be sleeping with none of them. Cause my nigga, whether you sleeping with somebody or not, niggas is gonna quote a whole phase if they know you went to dinner with Tommy on Monday and his name is Billy. You heard me? He gonna be like, oh, you a hoe. So it's like at the end of the day, like
back in my prime.
Little shank that ain't.
Little shake that ain't, little ring that ain't, little.
When do you think, or do you think that every woman had a Hoe Phase?
I wouldn't say every woman, but I feel like most people in general, male and female, everybody done had their phase where they was dating.
I feel like most women, majority, done had. Maybe it should be called the Hoe Phase. Maybe that's a little can't think
I feel
of the
like
word
everybody
right
had
now.
they time to be alive, live their best life where they not tied down to nobody. Because if you're not tied down to nobody, you in a fucking Hoe Phase. To be honest, because it's like it might not even be your interpretation of a Hoe Phase, but who you're talking to might deem it a Hoe Phase because you're not committed to them. You don't have no loyalty, no nothing to them. So at the end of the day, if you do go on a date with this one on Monday, this one on Thursday, another person on Saturday, my nigga, because you're single and you're just trying to see what's out there, I feel like everybody done had they quote unquote hoe phase, even if it's not like a promiscuous phase.
Yeah.
Cause it's like a man, whether you fucked or not, a nigga gonna look at you weird, like, so bitch, you took dinner from me.
You entertaining mad niggas, so a nigga gonna look at it like, bitch, you a hoe.
Yeah,
cause you ain't get the pussy.
And that nigga ain't get the pussy neither.
You mad cause you took me out to eat and didn't get to eat me.
Well, I feel like every guy has had a hoe phase. Every guy.
Listen, I can't speak for every single solitary female, but I can put money on it that
I feel like almost every person, and that 3%
population has
wish they had a hoe phase.
Maybe we shouldn't call it a hoe phase for some people. Maybe that's not the word they would like to use. But bitch,
you think your grandmother had a hoe phase?
Back in her prime, Nat was out there.
Had a niggas on deck. What? You had niggas on deck.
Yo, she had a nigga for this, a nigga for that, a nigga for this, a nigga for that, and that don't mean
I feel like male or female though, if you didn't have a hoe phase, you regret it.
Life, bro.
You regret it.
Get outside.
Say you met somebody in high school, cuffed up, and is still married to them in your 30s. You never had a chance to experience dating. You never had a chance to experience just being independent and really not needing nobody and talking to whoever you want to and figuring out. Like, people be missing that shit. That's why you see people in their 60s acting up. People in their 50s acting up. Like, oh, why you outside like this?
I feel like every guy has had a hoe phase, and I feel like niggas will, but see, we tend to think that it's like normal.
I was just about to say that
shit. Like, niggas think that everything is hoe phase, and sometimes it's cheating. A hoe phase is not cheating.
No. But he was a hoe before he started cheating. He's just still a hoe in a relationship.
All I'm saying is them bitches that met a nigga in high school and got married and they still in their 30s, 40s, still with the same person, missed out. They nigga don't feel like he missed out because he cheated and he had a hoe phase.
And I bet you a lot of the women that are in situations like you just named feel like they didn't have to explore those options with it.
The nigga that they have,
they hold on. Yo,
they get to their 50s and regret it.
I did an IG live and people were offended by the topic. Some time ago, it was like a whole. I said something about having a hoe phase, and it was women that I knew from the neighborhood, older, late 40s, early 50s, and was saying how they never had one, and I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe that everybody's saying bullshit. I feel like some people missed it and they regret it and they spin a block when they older.
Fuck that. You ain't miss it. You ain't miss it. You was out there. At some point in your life, you was out there.
But you gotta think about how many miserable ass bitches it is out there. My nigga, they did not get no happy times. They just miserble. With the same dick they've been having since 88.
And with that being said, what age do you think a hoe phase starts? It starts. What age do you think a hoe phase starts?
Hoe phase is appropriate, like, yeah.
No, not when it's appropriate. When does it start?
Well, it's different for everybody. I feel like it's appropriate in your late teens, early 20s for you to date around and see what you want. Because if you tied down from fucking high, think about it. You've been having the same pussy since high school, my nigga. You ain't tried nothing else. You ain't seen nothing else. This was your first. All that extra shit, nigga, you done missed the opportunity.
Let me tell you, to defend the guys, a guy can have the same pussy from high school if shorty keep reinventing herself as the years go on.
Yeah.
Not settling just because now you got married. Because now, like a guy be like, yo, my wife still look. You know what I'm saying? Now, what if he's attracted to things that are outside the house, right? And his wife look totally different from what he's seeing outside. The only time I think an older man will be content with what he got at home is if shorty is still putting up the fight to keep it right and tight.
All I'm saying is when bitches reinvent themselves, different weave, different makeup, all that shit, my nigga, that is a whole phase. Cause bitch, you with Keisha on Monday, Susie on Wednesday, and it's the same bitch. Different makeup, different wig. Bitches reinvent herself. Like, for real, that's the only way that a man and a woman is really fucking happy going forward if they didn't get a chance to have that whole phase. They have a person that makes it that whole phase. Okay. Like, where it's like, yeah, we spice up our sex life. Yeah, you switch up your look. Yeah. But if you don't got none of that and this bitch look the same as she did in 1988, she still got the fucking...
Yeah. You know what?
At what age do you think it's okay?
To the whole phase, like she said, the late teens, 20s.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to be dating.
Life. You're living your life. Because once you get past once you get like 25 and older, it's time to like, figure yourself out, and you know what I mean, try to settle down if that's what you're looking for. But if
figure out your career,
figure out yourself only. You ain't even gotta really like be looking to settle down. Just figure your shit out for yourself.
Had that time when you got your place by yourself, you having
shit like
fun,
that, yeah.
All the things like, so when you do get in a serious relationship, you know what you want. You're not out here searching because you don't have that time for yourself to reflect. But between your your late teens, early 20s, you in fucking college, you doing whatever. Like, this is your time to explore.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like a whole phase starts like when you get out the house. And you on your own, like, and a lot of times those kids that go to college, that's when it starts because they not under mommy and daddy roof, and they could get busy. For guys, I feel like the whole phase lasts a little bit longer and starts earlier. Right, so a guy can start being a hoe as soon as he get that first slice.
Cause now he want not just.
So now it's like, and that shit felt so great. The first time, he like, I gotta get this shit again. Like, it's today, the same day. Yeah, right? You know what I mean? A little boy. Word. Thinking about that, like, I remember my first time, I was like, what the fuck just happened? But the feeling was so great that I remember cleaning myself off, like, changing my whole outfit, and then going back outside and looking at all the little girls that we was playing tag with, and thinking to myself, damn.
What's that like?
So it was like, yo, the first time a little boy do it, it's like, it's mind blowing. Like, I'm sure it's different for girls because having, you know, a guy enter you for the first time, you're cherry popping. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably painful.
It's painful and emotional. Y'all niggas just get the enjoyment.
Yes.
So it's like, oh my God. But I think a whole phase for a guy starts early teenage years. I ain't gonna speak for every guy, but mine's lasted up until like early 30s. Like 30s. Early 30s, like 31, 32. Like, I was just like, I'm trying to smash everything. It wasn't until I got to like 35 where I was like, pussy just don't run my life anymore.
But it just
like, I didn't have my fair share. And if I want to get around guys, if I was that type of guy and I want to get around guys and talk that shit, I could.
But you lived it.
I lived it. But it got to a certain point to where it was just like, all right, you got a fat ass, but bitch, can you read?
Out loud.
Yeah.
Out loud.
Without your finger like this on the word.
Oh, you fucking stuttering.
You stop it.
You can't pronounce that word.
Bitch,
what is that?
That's a run-on sentence right there. Bitch.
Nigga said, where does semicolon go?
Yeah. Put a period in it. Put a fucking period in it and stop playing with me.
Nigga said this need a comma.
Okay.
When should it stop? When should a whole phase stop?
25.
I feel like a whole phase should stop whenever you deem it. Whenever you find that person for you. Because it's like, at 35, you didn't find the person for you. You just gonna stop dating?
25.
So you just stop dating at 25. You don't find a person for you. You can't give out no more coochie. You can't go on no more dates. My nigga, you can't get that shit licked, slap, twist. None of that shit after 25. You supposed to sit at the crib.
Nah, you
wait for Prince Charming.
You supposed to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Get yourself
but you're not
right.
dating.
And then
Why you working on yourself?
Yeah, but not as much as I was when I was fucking in the whole phase. Like,
okay,
I'm chilling. I'm still date, but I'm chilling.
But at that age, does a guy around you mean more than just fucking?
My nigga, at that age, have you been tainted enough that you don't
at 25? You're saying at 25, so you're saying 25 is
I'm
not
saying
a
25 age? You stopped, right? You like, my whole phase is over. I'm about to see.
I stopped at 25.
No. I'm just saying in general. You stopped at 25, right? Your whole phase is over. You just gonna work on yourself, right? What if you don't find the person? Or what if you find people
that's the thing.
And they turn you off? And it's just like, my nigga, fuck these niggas. You know how many bitches is like, I don't want to be a single mom that's married.
But that's the thing. Like, you're not looking for that person right now. You're looking for yourself. Like, you're trying to find yourself, get your shit right, career, crib, all of that shit. That's what you're trying to do.
Even while people
it doesn't happen like that. But I feel like
y'all early 30s, mid 30s?
Early
30s.
Okay.
I'm in my prime.
I'm in my prime, right? But I feel like
but back in the prime,
I'm so focused on myself right now. Like, I feel you on that. Like, focus on yourself. But it's like my expectation and my thought process when it comes to dating, like, niggas don't be shit.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, you experience, you do the whole. I don't want to keep saying whole phase shit, but you do that whole phase or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, you done tolerated this person, tolerated that person, and went on dates and did this and did that with this person, whatever the case may be. So now it's like, what about me? Let me figure out what I really want, what I'm really looking for in a dude. Know what I mean?
But it's like, what if you get to that point and you not looking for shit in a nigga?
You ain't
and it's just like,
shit at that point,
I could go with Tommy on Tuesday. I could go with Charlie on Wednesday, and we could go on little dates and shit and see what's up. But ain't nothing really hitting.
You not into it.
I'm focused on myself, but I accept the date. I like a nigga that put in effort talking about something. Oh, let's go out on Friday. You got a sitter. Oh, I got it for the sitter. Like, a nigga that's kind of into it is cool, but I'm not with it. So we could go. Like, my unexclusive, no feelings relationship phase is over, right? I'm only focused on me, but niggas still ask me out. We gotta be realistic.
You single?
Yeah.
Go.
Of course I'm gonna go, but nobody really piques my interest. You know what I mean? Like, when you get out of the quote unquote whole phase or the dating phase or whatever you want to call it, my nigga, you'll get to a point where you've experience so many difference that you just not really interested. But other people is going to ask you out, so you go.
Right. But why would you go if you're not interested?
No. You go and you see. But maybe they don't had a good conversation. Maybe they don't.
Even though you wasn't interested in the female and she asked you, not even, okay, you wasn't interested, but she asked you on a date or whatever, let's go out, get some drinks, get some food, whatever. You wouldn't go? Yeah. You ain't necessarily got to be interested in her, but y'all talking or she
anything can happen. You just letting the shit fly
in some way. You like, we could go on a date, whatever, it's cool.
At that point, the only thing that would probably pique my interest, is drinks and wings. But I can make motherfucking wings.
I'm not even saying that though. Like, it could just be like,
well, bitch, come to the house.
You're out of your phase, but you're, like you said, you focus on yourself. But somebody asked you out, so you like, well, let me just see what's up. I don't know if I like this person or not like this person. They just asked me out, right? You go, but it's just like, when you go, nobody really piques your interest. So you go, you had a conversation, you had the drinks, you had the dinner, everybody part ways, nothing happens, and they might even still be hitting you up. They might have liked it, but you're just not interested in nobody.
You got to be open-minded. So I feel like what you're saying is, it's like, nobody, like, you don't really want to go, but you going. Give it a chance, because you never even know.
Not even that you really don't want to go.
In your whole phase, are you open-minded?
In your whole phase, you're not looking for emotional attachment.
Shit on some real shit. You just doing shit.
You're not looking for emotional attachments. You just looking to
see how deep this water is. Like, you just really just winging it.
Yeah.
Whole phase,
you're not looking for emotional attachments.
What? They come, in your whole phase, what were you looking for?
Not
pussy.
Exactly.
But I had no it was all about me. Bitch, bust it open. Bust it open. Like, yo, it wasn't like I went into it. I did me, right? And then, like, it was like, I didn't give a fuck if she got off or not. Like, it was about me.
That's crazy.
Yes.
In the whole phase, you selfish. You being selfish. You're not thinking about the other person.
In my female whole phase, selfish as fuck, because let a nigga that wanna say push the issue, oh, let me eat you out, because you know a nigga try to trick you. Like, oh, let me eat you out. Okay. Let him do it.
Let him.
And then walk the fuck off. Like, thank you. I appreciate you, my nigga. Fuck are you talking about? Like, that's like female whole phases and male whole phases. I feel like y'all be out for y'all. Female whole phases, the female be out for her. If I know I'm gonna get my rocks off, cool. If I know you eat pussy good, but maybe your dick not good, you gonna eat my pussy and I'm gonna go home. You gonna have your feelings hurt. Like, you gonna feel cheap. So you gonna feel like I might. Selfish? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You are supposed to be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. But what we were talking about is getting out of the whole phase. Like, all right, you maybe want emotional attachment, but you focusing on yourself. You kind of know what you want. You focusing on yourself, and somebody asks you out on a date. You in this space where you just, oh, I'm all about me. I'm figuring out me. I'm upgrading. I'm elevating. I'm doing all of this, and somebody asks you out on a date. After all the bullshit you see during the whole phase.
I'm going on that date.
I'm going on a date, but you might not like him.
That's the thing. It's like
you might not like him. You might not like the next 20 niggas. Is it a nigga that you came
across during the whole phase, or is this like some just you got a new? My nigga. Is it somebody that you came across during the whole phase? If it's not, you gotta be open-minded, because this might be the one. So don't go on a date on some shit. Don't go on a date on some shit like, I just went through this little whole phase or whatever. I ain't really doing. I'm working on me, but still, and I'm gonna have an open mind because the conversation might be good. You never fucking know.
I'm not saying
so. Yes, you focus on yourself, but still, you not closing yourself off to the chance of finding real love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Cuban. Hold on. So with that being said, how does your whole phase stable look? Are they top tier guys? Because you have no emotions.
A whole phase, you just be doing shit.
My nigga, that is where
you just be doing
shit creeping,
and I don't
your friends be like, you fucked with who?
Bitch, I know the fuck that ain't him. It is.
So is it stable strong? Or you just doing whatever? Like you said, you putting anything in there.
So hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to say you put anything in there. It's crazy.
Anything in there is crazy.
Like,
no.
Are they guys that you would actually date for real and be seen outside with?
It's people. First of all, it's definitely people you'll be seen outside with. During your whole phase, you'll fuck with who, like, all right, you out at a bar and you see a nigga that's like, damn, he look good.
See, I feel like this is going to talk about smashing.
No, you don't gotta smash a nigga, but like during your whole phase, you definitely gonna approach people you're attracted to. You're not gonna be in no space where it's just like, oh, maybe the personality, because you're not emotionally invested. What the fuck I care about your personality, nigga?
Nah,
do you look good?
But still, you gotta have something.
No.
So, I mean, when I say like
the personality come after, but the people that you're approaching on first glance or first impression, it better be somebody that look good. The personality comes after. So
like saying your whole phase stage, all the people in the motherfucking stable was good looking.
Facts. Because that's what I'm approaching the nigga off rip.
And I'm
not approaching it. I don't know his personality. How the fuck I'm gonna know anything? Fuck out of here. I've had a whole phase.
Bitch,
my nigga.
Back of my project.
No. I've had a whole phase. And if I'm approaching you as a man, like, oh, I think you look good or something, my nigga. I'm not approaching you because I don't know your personality, nigga. I can give a fuck about your personality. I'm approaching you because the personality. Hold on, the personality is what gets you to the next step. My nigga, because once I see you, I think you look good. Now I'm gonna approach you.
I'm a nigga at heart.
And then when your personality is all right, my nigga, we can talk.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sit this one out. I think I'm gonna sit this one out. The fuck going on? Cause the whole phase is tricky.
I'm not gonna hold you.
But
my whole phase roster was top 10. Niggas looked good. You got me fucked up. If me as a woman, I'm gonna approach you. Now we can't talk about niggas who approached me. Niggas, anybody can approach me.
Let me ask this question.
Go ahead,
bitch.
Go ahead.
You said top tier. Not near one of your niggas was medium ugly.
Nope.
Shit.
You never fucked with a medium ugly guy.
Shit.
First of all, I'm not saying I never fucked with a medium ugly. I fucked with a nigga that was a little ugly. But during my whole phase, when it's like everything is about my personal pleasure, anybody that I'm going to approach, I'm not talking about niggas that approach me and then came with the jokes or the pickup lines or whatever. I'm talking about people that I approached. All of them look good. You got me fucked up because that's what I'm looking at first.
Niggas.
You're stable.
I don't like rejection, so I don't approach niggas. And I don't discriminate. You could be a little medium ugly, you know what I mean? Listen, everybody can't be top tier.
When I'm not in my whole phase.
So you got a stable. Let's say you got a stable with 4. You don't actually have to have sex with all 4.
How many should you have? How many do you have sex with?
My nigga, I'm
keep it a buck.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm one nigga at a time. But if you fuck up, then you're out, and I'm on to the next one in my whole phase.
I'm gonna get to the question first. What if you're dating 4? 2, maybe 3 are top tier, look good, right? You fuck one, the other one that's top tier has great personality, got a decent job, right? The first one fuck up, in the short amount of time of the fuck up after the fact, you get the next one some rhythm, and y'all might wind up fucking.
No, you wanna hold on.
Don't be on here lying.
Hold on. You wanna hear how my whole phase what I'm gonna tell you?
I wanna hear.
I'ma tell you.
No, we don't need no fucking explanation behind this shit. We need the answer.
I'ma tell you the answer.
I'ma keep it a buck.
Alright, I'ma keep it
a whole entire
I'm going to keep it a bean.
Do your thing.
Alright. Whole phase, right? So I knew how his personality was, right? So we do steps. I do steps in my quote unquote dating or whole phase, right? I can approach you because I think you're attractive. Then I'm gonna see how you talk to me. Personality wise, everybody like different shit in personality. So you click with me and what I like. Cool. All right, we can move to the next step. Then we might go on dates. We might fuck. We might whatever. You that person in the roster. I could have another person that I might be mean to. Because in all actuality, y'all niggas like bitches that are mean to y'all. That curve y'all, that tell y'all no, all that shit.
God, dude,
my nigga.
Shit.
Niggas love that shit.
Yo, I swear to God.
And niggas can say they don't like it or they want to, but they spin the block on a bitch that curved the shit out of them. Alright, so it's another
Real
nigga.
bad.
And y'all don't?
We do.
First of all, you got one time to curve me, and that's it.
You a fucking lie.
Shit, man, listen.
You a lie.
What the fuck? I DM you. I'm the catch, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Y'all love her. Y'all and you know what?
I mean, nigga.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. The God honest truth is
I don't like no mean nigga. Don't believe
y'all women love, and this is gonna be a topic for myself that I'm gonna get out there in the world. Y'all love bad boys, and part of being a bad boy is a motherfucker that you know he into you, but he ain't chasing behind you. And if you fuck up,
it's intriguing.
It is, cause we love the chase. It's like, yo, I'm that bitch. Why this nigga? You know how many niggas chasing me?
Do you know how much that fucks with a man's psyche for you to be the chase? So it's like, all right, so you got a nigga that you talking about 4 niggas. So I'm giving you the 4 niggas. So okay, so we got the one nigga. I met him, thought he was cute, personality was fine.
You fucked him.
Dates. We fucked him.
Get to the next.
The next nigga, I'm being mean to him. He not getting no pussy. The third nigga might be spending that cash the way he needs to spend that cash, and maybe we on vacation somewhere and that shit pop.
You ain't fucking on vacation?
I just said that shit pop. The fuck is you talking about?
So on your roster,
I'm not gonna hold you. I'll even admit to a nigga in the midst of my whole phase and dating and shit. Oh, that nigga flew me out, put me in a mansion in motherfucking San Diego, California. Best believe a bitch popped it open.
That ain't no fucking vacation.
My nigga, the vacation was VIP everywhere. The vacation was in motherfucking the strip club in motherfucking Tijuana. It got 10 motherfucking floors. That shit, when I tell you, was a motherfucking vibe. Everything was a vibe.
So 2 out of the 4 of your roster you fucking.
Maybe. Okay. And I might not be fucking them at the same exact time, but yeah, I'm fucking them.
Nigga,
but the last nigga might be a nigga that maybe approached me. He might not be the cutest nigga. He might have got a good personality. He might have asked me out on a date. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what it's going to be in your fucking whole phase or during a period of time when you're talking to multiple niggas.